Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Give honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to brothers on the four corners of the earth, doing this work in sincerity and in truth. And let's get into the word of the Lord. Because the time that we're in is basically we're sending it's a warning, and we delivering a message to the highways and byways, to the hopeful elect, and just basically our people who whether they want to hear us or not, we care. Who cares? You know, the message was sent out. You know, and the things that we're conveying to them is that the Lord is about to usher in a new kingdom, but you're going to have to go through these certain things, and it's the big warning. You know, because when the Lord brings the big payback for Esau and his treachery against the children of Israel, you know, you want to be on the side of the Lord, like when Moses was on the mount, came back down. Hey, he asked the Levites. He asked who was on the side to come over here, and who came over. The Levites came over, told them to put their sword up and do what he got to do, but. We know you niggas is going to keep coming in, walking by us, passing by us, hissing at us, shaking your head. You know, but hey, the men of the Lord is going to do the work through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, they're going to laugh, they're going to say we got dresses on, but hey, let that be your stumbling block. To look at us like we're prophets of no value, and men of no integrity, or we're clowns out here. You know, you're gonna finally see when you had a prophet among you, and now the men that you laugh at, and some of y'all know y'all just want to go through your Saturday. You want to go through your day. You can't give the Most High a little time. Can't even stand out there. You do dudes that come out and leave. Man, stay the hell where you at. We don't need that. You know, but. You know, that's you wasting your time and your Saturdays, and don't come out here, man, if you can't stand out here with the men of the Lord. If you come out here and then you vanish for a couple of weeks and not doing this work, And
also another thing too, why they don't want to come out is they don't want to lose their perceived social status amongst society. You know, we live in a day where everything's now about, retweets and likes and comments and stuff like that. You know, and being a Hebrew Israelite, that's not the trendy popular thing to do. You know, the trendy popular thing to do is, send a few tweets and say, I support Kaepernick and stuff like that. You know, we was doing stuff like this, protest against, the so-called white man before it was popular. So now you see some Johnny-come-latelys, now they just want to take a knee just because they saw somebody else do it. Now that's basically there's a market for non-militant protests, because the protests that we protested the downfall of this kingdom. We're not protesting the NFL. We got bigger fish to fry than that. We give less about the fucking NFL. So our protest that we protested is much bigger, and niggas don't have the heart or the stomach to fight a fight. This I think that's a quote in what's that 12 Years a Slave, when the dude was in there and he was talking about escaping. He was looking at the other slaves. He was like, man, these niggas don't got it in them. We the only ones that's really got it in them. So there's a market for these soft core protests, and they don't want to, engage in the real struggle, the real battlefield, be on the front line. And the funny thing too is, where I wrap this up, is that not everybody, necessarily has to, it's not everybody's lot to be out teaching. Sometimes you can actually, hold posts. Sometimes you can just help on the side. Sometimes, you can be a help. But, they don't want to be part of this army, because you got different branches in the army, and they don't want to serve in it at all. So they look at us, and we represent what they wish they had the balls to do. So they hate on us hard. And that's why they can't stand us.
Beautiful. You got scripture?
Yeah. It's Jeremiah 1 and verse 18. For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city and an iron pillar. And matter of fact, I'll start verse 17. Jeremiah 1 and 17. Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them.
Well, we can't be worried about the way that our people perceive us or look at us or stare us down, or who knows us when they walk by and see us.
I wish I would.
You're right. You'll look down, and when they come through, your eyes shifting. Hell, you better be straight up, or you can't ignore these niggas. But still, hey, this work is more important than what they might say. You know, because nowadays it's not popular to be out here in the streets teaching, because all they're gonna do is try to make a rumor about you. I seen him out there in the dress, and you know, I think he a Muslim. They ain't never stopped. You know, go ahead, bro.
Verse 18. For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city, and an iron pillar, and brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land. And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee, for I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to deliver thee.
So the Most High just can't explain. He's like, look, no matter what these niggas say or do, you bring that scripture you just pulled out. No matter what they say or do, hey, he made you a defense city. We have a duty to do, you know, and we have our armor on, and we can't worry about what these niggas out here doing. We got to deliver the message, the warning. Go ahead, you guys. You speak on it?
Yeah, basically what it's saying is don't fold under peer pressure. You know, and once you get into this truth, one thing you realize who your real peers are in this truth. You know, these people in the world, they're not your peers. So therefore, like, they can't pressure me to do something. You know, they're not my peers. So in order for you to peer pressure me, you got to be my peer. I look at them as, you know, the ones that are in the world, you know, I look at them, you know, because some of them can wake up, you know, because we were all in the world at one point. But for the most part, the average Jake, you know, their niggas are going to continue to be niggas. Old wine bottles, young wine bottles that still can't hold any fucking wine. And, you know, you just got dudes like that, you know, so you can't let peer pressure, you know, what if somebody sees me, or what if my boss sees me, or I got a nephew and his girlfriend is white, and I don't want to offend him if he sees me out there talking about fuck white people, you know. So fuck all of that, you know. You lay this shit all on the line, and and nothing feels better when you actually live in your truth. You actually stand by it. You know, you're not worried about, oh man, I wonder what they're gonna say. Then fuck what everybody has to say, you know. And the beautiful thing is that when you have that attitude, that's when you might think you'll isolate yourself. I got more friends now in the truth than I had when I was in the world. You know, so you don't got to worry about being alone. The Most High will provide you with brothers. I didn't have any fucking friends really when I was in the world. You know, so given this whole give a fuck attitude, you know, you're going to get friends. You're going to receive fruit. You know, so it's just about, you know, not, you know, folding under peer pressure. You know, how should I say, you know, he that denieth me, or, you know, ashamed of me, I'm going to deny him before the Father. Right. You know, so you got to represent.
Beautiful, because they always talking about how much they love the Lord. You know, all these niggas out here in the highways, byways, in the churches, even on the in the niggas in the streets, niggas right out of jail. They're always talking about I love the Lord. You got the guys that's always talking about the good, delivering the good message on social media and things like that. But these niggas ain't into this. They into trying to make your woman feel good. You know, that's all these niggas is, to making themselves feel good. All these niggas want lanes in this world, and not understanding the lane that you have to be in is under Yahweh Bashim Yahushua lane. You gotta follow him. Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, bro.
What you want me to pull?
Just 33. Ezekiel 33.
From 6?
1. Just start at 1.
This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1. Again, the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman.
Right. We watchmen out here. Man, what does a watchman do? We watch, we observe, we watch the news, we deal with the prophecies that's coming about. We explain that, look, this is going to happen. We warn them. We make sure that the brothers fed. And that's what you got to do. You got to be diligent, circumspect around everything of this nation, around this world, man, because you can have a brother that's in your camp that's getting weak, ready to fall out. You got to watch that. You got brothers out here that's strong, stern. Hey, you got to still keep your eye open for any wickedness in any facet of this world. You got people in your immediate in your life that you deal with. You got to keep your eye open for everything. You got to make sure diligent, because what, you can't let this damn devil sneak up on you. You know, you can't. Because look, you can sit here and fall out and don't believe, and then a chip come and you accepting it because it's saying you're gonna be able to eat with it. It ain't nothing. They saying what they saying. You know, so you got to be watchful and mindful for the message that's being delivered, and the ones that's not delivering sound doctrine, and the ones that deterred themselves or turn their back on the truth to deliver their own message. You know, their own way niggas. All right? So watch every facet of this thing. You can never be comfortable in this truth, but you can always be a man of the Lord that's being diligent and understanding and pushing the word and keeping being faithful to Yahweh Shimon Shai. Because you got to watch. Hey, you have to watch everything. You got to be diligent, because a watchman on the tower watches for the enemy to come. And when you watch for the enemy to come, you have a good sense of warning the people. So if you don't, when you don't warn, it's on your hands, man. We don't warn the people. So what we're gonna do is do our job diligently. Go ahead.
Verse 3: If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away.
So you idiots out here, we delivering the warning and the message and telling you, yeah, look, this is about to go down. Look, believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He's about to rescue us and take us out of this place. You're gonna see ships come and rescue us. How are we gonna get out of here? Ships? What the hell? Ships? Oh man. Then you get the people that believe, that could understand what we're saying. But the Most High still, when they walk away, zap it right out of their mind. Mm-hmm. So the warning was given, and it was actually given to you. So whether what, you mean Ezekiel, is that wizard hero for bear? Yeah. So yeah.
That's like the
so-called Edomite. They blowing their own trumpets, you know, for war to each other. You know, they know what's going on.
Right, and you gotta pay attention. I want you to get back to that scripture too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 1 and 7 here for bear.
Ezekiel 1 and 7.
Mm-hmm. This is still in verse 4. If the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Right, because you warned them. That's what we actually giving the words out here through the Spirit. The constant week in, week out, and they back out here. To the point they don't even, we just like the decor of the street now, you know what I mean? And now they ignore us. And see, as we go by, it's just like that nice vase that was beautiful at one point.
Oh, the crazy niggas.
They back out, zooming in on us with their cameras and shit, getting our facial recognition, getting our information as we go when we leave the areas through our vehicles and shit, you know? But now to the point is the centurions don't pay attention to us. It might get a little, we get a little rowdy. They come on our side and then they just vanish into the mist. It's no problem. So, you know, we warning them, but that's what to the point was now that they see us out so much, they just ignoring the message. You know, you see people out here that tell you, yeah, I seen y'all out here. They told us they been sending us out here for years. So why you ain't never stopped? 3 years later, you stop. You always got somewhere to go. Now, you've been warned because I'm pretty sure they've been being warned constantly, and when they heard it before, they hear it and they just continue on with their life. Like it's not going to happen. Like, what was that, what we just said? They keep the niggas that, it ain't going to happen, niggas. It ain't, that ain't going to happen, niggas.
So the believe that this truth was going to happen.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, niggas.
They got time still.
Oh, I got time, niggas. I got time, niggas.
I still got time. It ain't gonna happen in my lifetime.
Man, I believe what y'all saying, man. I believe wholeheartedly, man. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, nigga. This is Saturday. Today, this Shabbat. Walk by in the car. They drive by in the car. They see us out there. Shabbat Shalom. Oh, okay, Shabbat Shalom. Dude, hey, if you'd have came out here, you'd have understood how the Sabbath worked. Because that's what the men of the Lord do. But since you think you don't have the time to stand out here on the highways and byways,
They already know what we out there for.
Right, they know.
And they ride by, y'all the Israelites, right? Motherfucker, you already know this.
Right.
You know, but shit.
Go ahead.
You know,
Go ahead, bro.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
This is Slakia. Numbers chapter 10, verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall remember before Yahweh our Elohim, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. So here we are, you know, the scripture says in Isaiah 58 and verse 1, lift up your voice like a trumpet.
I got that precept.
So we're lifting up our voice like a trumpet, you know, and we're letting people know that, you know, it's about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that they want to know the exact hour. You know, when the exact hour they're gonna come. You know, other than that, you know, and there's people that still probably wouldn't even believe us if they knew that. You know, that's just gonna show how hard it is. But they want to feel like they have to know the exact hour the next day. You know, how much time they got to just coon around. You know,
Party and bullshit.
right? With Jake, what's Jake motto is
party and bullshit.
Correct, that too. And tomorrow's not promised, so we live for the moment.
Nice.
You know, so they want to live for the moment. You know, because Lord forbid, you know, that missiles come and they didn't have a fun day the day before. You know, they want to know that, man, when these missiles hit and I'm not as destroyed, I want to at least be in some pussy or something. You know,
Man.
I want to be happy. You know, I want to know I lived this world. You know, I was a 2/3 to the fullest.
That's
you know,
how they train you to be.
That's how the society is. It's a feel-good society. You can do whatever you want, as long as it feel good to you. You know.
Ask the Crowley theory. Do as I will.
God. Yeah.
I still got that last
Yeah,
verse.
continue on.
God, this is Ezekiel 33, verse 5.
I know you got it.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall